a lot of blank pages.
Organized right with your little notes. I was gonna
What's your favorite book that you've written?
Probably Thrall.
Why?
Because it was the first time that I wrote a book that was something I would have wanted to read. And it captured all of the things about horror, like supernatural horror, that delighted me, like monsters and things changing, and I tried to make it scary. Like, I like the kind of horror that is creepy, and I tried to do that, I think, and I don't have a soft spot for it, so.
How many times a day do you have to yell at Brian?
I feel like I spend a good portion of my time yelling at Brian. I would say, on average, maybe 3 or 4 times he'll do something where I'll have to be like, Brian, can you?
Just too many. I can't read mine. Oh, what's your favorite craft that you've made?
My favorite craft? Ooh, that's a good one. I made a castle, like a sort of elven castle that I love, and every night, like, I just look at it and think, like, when I, if I have to escape to a place that doesn't exist, this is where I want to go.
Well, I can't read my own handwriting. It's kind of sad. What would you do if you were stuck in one of your books?
Oh, good God. I would that's a good question. I guess I'd probably have to, well, that's the thing. I was gonna say fight the monster, but I think in a lot of my books you can't fight them. You just have to kind of get away from them. So I'd have to, like, foil plans. I think in one of my books I said in a lot of these cases it's not a matter of defeating them, it's a matter of undoing the circumstances that allow them to exist in our world. So I'd probably have to do that. I'd probably have to enlist Brian to help me, maybe. So I should probably not yell at him as often.
Have you ever been to a concert?
I have. I've been to many, many, many concerts. I think my first concert I was 15 or 16, and it was Danzig, Suicidal Tendencies, and Megadeth.
What was your favorite?
Megadeth is my favorite. But I gotta tell you though, Suicidal Tendencies and Danzig, they put on a good show too. Although Alice Cooper does magic tricks. At least the last time I saw him, he did magic tricks, and that was pretty cool too.
Who do you think's a better writer, you or Brian?
I think that in terms of connecting to readers, writing things that connect to readers, Brian is. I think from a technical literature standpoint, where you study like metaphors and similes and all that kind of stuff, I think I am more into that than he is. But I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I would say in some ways I think Brian is a better writer. In some ways I think the things I enjoy doing, I embrace those and he doesn't really, but he's good. He's a good writer.
Brian said the limit is 5 cats for like a normal person. Do you agree with that?
I do. I love our cats to death, but we can't take on any other living things in our house. We just don't have the room or the money to feed them.
That's just mean for cats.
I would love to have more. I mean, I could easily become a crazy cat lady, yeah. But then I'd have to get rid of Brian. That's really what it would come down to.
Get all the cats. Just give it.
I'd have all the cats, and yeah. I mean, Brian, I guess, would count for about 2 cats. So yeah, I could trade Brian in for like maybe 2 cats. But then I'd miss Brian.
Yeah. Do you like pineapple on pizza?
Do I like pineapple? No. I as a hardcore Italian from New Jersey, pineapple on pizza is an anathema. Like, it's 18 shades of wrong. I know that tomato is also technically a fruit, and that tomato goes on, but yeah, no pineapple.
Is pineapple on pizza?
No, and I'm too old to change.
Do you play Dungeons and Dragons?
I do. I love Dungeons and Dragons. I usually DM though. I don't usually get to play, but I like DMing too. So.
What's your favorite book of Brian's that he wrote?
That's a good question. There's a lot of Brian's stuff that I haven't read because I know, it's terrible, right? It's very personal though, and I know where it comes from, so it's hard to read it, But I'd probably say either Take the Long Way Home or The Cage. Because in Take the Long Way Home in particular, I think it showcases Brian's ability to write about people that are in an absolutely hopeless situation where you kind of know as sort of an outside observer that there's no way this is going to end well, and yet the people care enough about someone else that they're almost stubbornly, blindly willing to hold on to some level of hope for the sake of that other person. And that sort of characterizes a lot of Brian's stuff, going all the way back to The Rising, but I think you see it a lot in Take the Long Way Home. Yeah, let's see Brian do that about one of my books. Ha!
I can't think right now. If a robot invasion happened, what would you do?
I'd probably be zapped into like a little pile of ash. Yeah, I can see and appreciate the benefits of robots in some places, in some ways, but ultimately, I think people come first, and that's illogical to robots, so they'd probably zap me and vaporize me.
Brian said he plays a lot of Fallout. Do you ever get mad that spends so much on the game?
Oh no, I'm a total wing woman when it comes to video games. Because Fallout, I think the whole setting of Fallout is totally depressing, and I would never want to live that life. But when it comes to watching him play, it's sort of a glimpse of what my life would be like in the apocalypse with Brian. And I just wing woman it. I've tried to learn all the lore, the names of the monsters, what he's doing on his quests, so that like occasionally I can look up from crafting and be like, oh hey, you're in, this particular place, or, did you ever follow up with that character? And oh, that's a Deathclaw, yay! You got the Deathclaw, good for you, because I like the lore of video games, and Brian doesn't, so I pick up little pieces along the way, and it's fun, and it's one of the few times I see him truly relax and just unplug from everything, so I don't mind.
Let me think here. Yeah.
Awesome.
Win. If Brian ever was sleeping and he started speaking in a different language, what would you do?
I talk back to him. I do. He's done that to me. He's because he talks in his sleep, and one time he started yelling at me in Russian, and I think I said something like, "Are you sure?" And he said, "Yes, yes, I am." So yeah, I try to talk back to him in his sleep, but yes, he does. I know he at least knows Russian and possibly little bits of other languages, but Russian's the only one he's ever yelled at me in his sleep about.
If he ever floated up and started getting possessed, what would you do?
Him or me?
Either.
Oh, well, if he started getting possessed, I think I'd have to take him out. Because I know he would take me out. If I got possessed, I would just wreak havoc on the planet. As I would have to just lean into it, I think. And just, cause massive chaos everywhere I went.
Well, I think that's it. My brain's fried. Can't think of anything.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for the questions.